Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Origami. So for today, we're going to be learning how to make this origami reindeer. It's really awesome, and this one is a little tricky, so be warned and try and get your skills on for this one and prepare for a long ride. So, also, I've got to tell you guys, I'm up in Washington, and I've been so busy this whole week, and that's why I made my other two videos in the garage. And this is what I was trying to get to, this amazing view behind me. It's really green up here. It's way different than how it is where I live in Texas. In Texas, we're in El Paso, there isn't really a lot of green there, and so it's just an amazing sight to see. And I'm really excited to make all my series. For the first step, well, first we're going to start on the white side. So you're going to fold this corner to this top corner, and say with these two sides, you're going to make an X across. So, fold it up, crease it down nice and neat, rotate it, get this bottom corner, fold it to the top, just like that. And then now, for these next two steps, do not crease the paper down all the way. You're just going to do a little pinch mark, and I'll show you. So you're going to get this corner, fold it to the middle, except you're just going to press down in the middle a little bit to make a little mark. You can see that mark that we made, and it looks like a mini little crease in the middle. And then for the second step, you're going to do it again. So you're going to fold this bottom corner to that middle, or for this part, but this time it's going to be a pinch too. So pinch it, open it back up, rotate it again, and then you're going to get this bottom corner and then fold it to that part, and this time you can crease. For the rest of the video, we're not going to be creasing anymore. Pinching. So we don't need any more pinching, we just need a crease. And sorry, today's pretty windy out here. Okay, so now we're going to get this corner, or this edge, and we're going to fold it right along here. So we get it, and fold it down. And you can even make sure that if you lift this up, then you can see that there's a line going across, and it matches up right directly. And then you rotate it, and do the same thing. Just like that. There we go. And then now you're just going to lift up this flap, and you're going to fold this one up, and you're going to have it line up along here and here. So just like how it was on this side, but on this side, you're going to line it up as perfect as you can get it, but not too close or else they'll smash in together. Just like that. And then now you're going to unfold everything and stay on this side, don't rotate anything, fold it in half. And then from this point, you can see that we have this part right here, and you're going to fold it behind the paper. So you fold it behind, and then you're going to get this line right here and fold it down to the center. It's just like that. And then open it back up. You're going to do the same thing on this side. So you fold it back right on that crease, and then crease it down right there. So now you're going to open up this flap right here, well, kind of. You're going to open it, and you can see with these two creases that we made, we're just going to push it in. I'm going to push it in and crease it down just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. So open it and flatten it in there. Just like that. Now you're going to get this top part, the top of it, and you're going to fold it down to that part right there. Crease it down. And then you're going to get this bottom part and fold it to the top. Just like that. And then now you're going to turn the whole thing over, the entire thing, and you're going to get this top corner and bring everything on this side and fold it down. So fold it over right onto that one. Then you're going to pop this part open, and this is probably going to be the hardest part on the whole thing, and so we can get it done with. You're going to pull it open just like this, but not all the way. You're not going to flatten it out. And you can see right here, this is our first line. We're going to skip that all the way around the whole thing on that first line. You're going to skip it. So now we're going to start on the second one, and we're going to pinch it outwards like this. And we're going to do that all the way around on that same exact crease. So you rotate it, follow along that crease that you just made, crease it down, rotate it, crease it down, rotate it, and crease it down. Just like that. And so now you have this box looking part all the way around it. And so from this point on, this middle one is going to go down. So we're going to alternate. This one's going to go down and this one's going to go up. And just if you guys don't know already, this is a mountain fold. So you can see that it goes up and down, so like the fold is poking out towards you. That's a mountain fold. If it bends in, just like this one, that's a valley fold. So what we're going to do, let's go on to this side. We're going to do this one as a mountain fold and valley fold, and then mountain fold and then valley fold. So it's going to go back and forth. You're going to pinch it just like that. You're going to pinch it in, and this needs to be valley fold all the way around. So you need to try your best to, I guess, flip it over and then pinch this one down. So pinch down all the way around. So we're like reversing the creases. And this will make it tons easier. So then once we do that, we can flip it over. And then we're going to do these ones as a mountain fold, the third layer. So let's pinch all these ones down. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Get that one down. And there we go. So now from there, we're going to fold it all in. So let's get back to our first one that we made, and you're just going to squeeze them in like that, and then this should pop up like that, and if it doesn't, then you can go from under and push it up like that. And then on this part, you're going to push it down, and so then once you push it down, you can just squash it in. Push down and squash in. Just like that. So now for this next part, what you're going to do is you're going to fold this first flap down. So there's 4 flaps you can see at the top. You're going to fold the first one only down. And you can see that we have these things poking up. So what you're going to do is you're just going to push on the top and go all the way until you can't go anymore and just squash it down. Every single time, mine are either crooked or sometimes perfectly straight down, but I don't think it really matters. If you want it to be perfect, then you can restart and then like go over your folds again and see what you've done wrong, but this doesn't really change a lot. Like you can see, this one's giving me some trouble, and he doesn't want to squash down. Okay, there we go. So you squash it all down, and then you bring this fold back up. So we squashed it down, and we changed the shape of the top right here. We're going to flip it over and do the same thing. So fold this down, squash this part down, squash that down. Nice. These two are almost perfect. Well, this one looks perfect to me. Okay. So now we fold that back up. Then, from this point, you're going to get this bottom part and fold it up right on that crease that we have. So there's a crease right here, and you just fold it up right on it. And then you're going to get this top edge, and you're going to fold it down right onto here. So you bring it down, and you can do it all the way. It's your choice, but I like doing it just until you can see that crease right here, because it just makes less creases everywhere. So then bring it back, fold it to that part. Or you know what? Let's just do it all the way. I'll do it all the way. And so then from this point, you're gonna pinch these two down, and you're gonna fold down just like how you would if it's like, if you're folding both sides down. So you're gonna make sure that this stays up, fold both down, just like that. And then you can see that you have a little flap, and you're just gonna squash it down to one side, like that. You're gonna flip this whole thing over and do the same thing. So you're gonna bring this up, fold this down, fold this one down, open it, and squash it down. So now on this side, we're going to lift up this flap, just like that. And then the same thing, after we're done lifting up that flap over here, we're going to pull this one up. Just like that, right on that crease that we have. And it was just like how we did this one. So we fold that up. And right here, you can see this fold that we have right down the middle. You're going to fold it outwards, just like that. And so once you do that, then you can get both sides that you have right here, both sides, and then squash it down. But you need to make sure that you level them out with each other. Just like that. So now you're going to open this one side up like this, and you're going to fold this corner down in half on this side, and same on the other side. So you have to do kind of both at the same time. You fold it down, and then fold it down, and then squash it down. So there, we just got rid of this thing right here. We're going to flip the whole thing over and do the same thing. So we open this part up, and then we fold it in half. Just like that. Okay, so now we're done with this side for now. So then, if both of your flaps already aren't, you're going to have them pointing away from this white side. So both flaps should be away like that. And you're going to open this up and fold it down again, just like the other side. But this time, you're going to get this corner, or this edge, and fold it down, just like how we did in the middle. So we're going to fold it down, open it back up, and fold it down, open it back up, and put both down, and squash the flap. So now with this flap, you can squash it down both sides to make that crease in the middle, and you're going to get this edge and fold it in the middle. So you're going to fold it down to the middle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open this part back up, and you're going to pull this side over. So you're going to open this pocket up that you have right here, and you're going to squash it down, just like that. And this part, you should not squash it down on that one. It should just be this. So then now, here, let me rotate it for you. You're gonna get this corner, fold down to the middle. This is just to help you, and you can try skipping this step if it's a little too hard for you. And all you need to do is squash it in the middle. Squash it in the middle. Because this next part, these are just guide folds, and they'll just help you with this next step. You're going to get this top point right here and fold it down to the bottom. So you're going to fold it down to the bottom. And you can see that you have these weird things right here hanging out. All you're going to do is get onto that colored side, or just this side right here, and you're going to squash it down like that. So you push it over and squash it down. And what I was saying earlier is you can just squash it down with those folds. You don't really need them, but it helps you a lot. If those two folds were too small for you or something, then you can just push those two over and fold them down to the middle and try and make it best that you can. So now you're going to fold the whole thing back up. What we did was we just created the shape of the tail. So now we'll fold everything in half. And now we're going to do the legs. So this thing should be pointed up just like how it is facing you. And you're going to fold this down. So you're going to bring this leg and fold it straight down. So the leg should be parallel right there with the tail. So you fold it down, and that's as far as I can go, and that's how it should be for you too. So you fold it down like that, flip it over, and flip this one down, fold it. And so let's go back onto this side. You're going to open this back up, and it's good to make this nice and neat, or nice and hard crease. You're going to open it back up, and from this bottom, then you're going to get the crease that you have right here. So this one that you have right there, and then it's going to be on that side too. You're going to open it up and fold it right on that crease, just like that. Flip it over and do the same thing. So you open it right on that crease that we made, fold it right on it, just like that. So then now we're going to go under the whole thing. So we're going to flip it over, under. We're going to open it up directly in the middle, just like this. And then you can see that we have this top part right here. This like little triangle looking thing from... Okay, you can also see that we have the legs right here in half. And you're just going to fold it down in half, just like that. So then once you did that in half, then we're going to put it back in half together, but we're not going to do it all the way. You're going to pull out the tail. So here, you can see that we have the tail still there. So you're going to grab the tail. Or, okay, you're going to get your two fingers, put it on the top parts of these, and you're going to have your thumbs at the bottom. You're going to pop it out like that. And so you can see it's sticking out. And once you do that, then you're going to push these two sides together. So you have it popped out. You're going to push these two sides together and fold it down. So there you go. You just got the tail. And the legs. So we finished the back legs and the tail. So now we're going to do the front legs, and these ones are really, really quick and easy. So we have them both facing on this side. Now we're going to fold them both facing the tail. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get this top flap right here at the very top that we have, and we're going to fold it down onto this edge right here. So you're going to fold it down right on it, just until you reach that middle. So you're going to fold it down right there, and once you do that, Then you're gonna grab the whole entire thing and rotate it. So you're gonna rotate it straight down, just like that. And you can push this back down and flatten it all out. I'll do the next step nice and slow too. So you're gonna do it on this side too. I'll do it nice and slow. So fold it in half, just until we reach that middle. So fold it right there. And then grab the whole thing and rotate it down. Squash. Just like that. So now we have 2 legs. So these 2 legs are going to be the only white parts on it if you're using the white-sided paper and the other side not the same color. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to go underneath, and you can lift up. Put it back. Okay. So if you lift it up, then you can see that this thing is sticking up right here. All you need to do is fold it down as far as you can bring it, right until you reach that point. So you fold it down and it has to be straight out. And you do the same thing with the other side. Crease it down and flatten it out. So then, now all you need to do is we just need to do the neck and the head. So you just need to open this from the bottom, and everything needs to be evened out. So you need to get everything on their own side and flatten that. But you need to make sure that as you're doing this, you keep this but not squashed down all the way, just keeping it in shape and not flat. So you're going to bend it out just like this. So you're going to bend this whole thing out, but you want to keep the body still there. And you want to keep everything here intact. But what's going to happen is, since this is flat out, we're going to fold it in half. So keep the body down and everything folds in half, just like that. So you can adjust it, you can open it, bring this, pull it back, and adjust it however you want. And then you can bend it forward or backwards, and you can even make the head straight if you want, but in the end you can just decide on that. So now we're gonna do the face, and how you do that is you just bring the top part down. So you peel this down, peel it down like that, and then you bring it all the way down until you see it reaching that corner, and you flatten it out. Then you adjust it to however you want. You just bend this in and fold it down, just like that. Now we're going to do the antlers. Here, let me fix this up. Something happened. Okay. So now, right here, all you need to do is pull it back. So you're going to pull this piece of paper back, and then you're going to push this part forward with your finger and flatten it out. So it doesn't matter, you can pull that forward a little bit more and make it like that or like that. You can just adjust it, and you'll see that when you do that, here, it shouldn't be as much as it was. So this should be flat like this, and it should create a little pocket right here. And with that, you just squash it down, just like that. Or here, you know what, that one's a little too low. We'll squash it down up here. So then we're gonna pull this bottom part up and do that. This side should be flat. And the bend mark should be on the inside. So once we pull it out, we're going to bend this down just like that, you're gonna bend it and squash down just like that. And once you do that, you can see that you have this area. Right here, you're just gonna fold it back, just like that. And then right here, you're going to pinch, put your finger in and pinch it down. And then just pinch it down all the way until you reach right there, just like that. And then squash that up. So you can adjust this, you can just pull it out and do that. And then once you do that, then you make some pretty nice looking antlers. And then you can just pull that part down, just like that. Or you can bring this, since mine is too far up, I'm gonna pull it down and do it right here. I'm gonna open up the pocket and then bend it up down there, just like that. And then you can adjust it to get the paper out of the way. And there you go, you finished one of the antlers. Here, that part slid out. Let me do this side because this side is being awkward. So, we're going to pull this back and flatten this side down, just like this. And then you can see that there's like something wobbling up and down right here. And so what you're going to do is flatten everything up from top to bottom and then just squash that side flat. So yeah, this is a way better example than this side. I'll fix this one up later. So then once you squash that down, then you're just going to fold this back like we did before on the other side. Flip it around, and then we're going to pinch it all the way down. So just like that. And then fold it up. So these ones were a good example of antlers. And now we're going, oh yeah, that's already folded up. But if yours is folded down, then you can just put it back up like that. And you have some really nice looking antlers. So here, let's fix up this side. If we pull everything out straight, back to how it was. And then bend this part forward. Fold that. Here, this paper is giving me a little bit of a frustration right there. And there we go. So there we go, we just finished our reindeer and it looks really amazing and nice. And it took me a while to learn how to do this, and sorry for the antlers for messing up like that. This side was giving me some trouble, but this side was a good example to show you guys. And there you go. If you squash these down or fold these nice and tight, then your reindeer would be able to stand up, or even bend these in like that. Okay, there. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you really enjoyed making this origami reindeer, then please subscribe and like the video and comment down below what you'd like to see next. I'm already full on ideas with Christmas origami, and I have tons of people who have already told me what I should make, and so I'm going to use those. And so if you post any other ideas, I might either have to save that for next year, or if it's something that can relate to something else, then I'll use it for then. And so I can't wait to see you guys next time on day 4 of a Christmas origami.